All right, you guys, I accidentally gave the wrong meeting place. So we're live on YouTube, but on a different one. So I'm going to send you the link right now in here. And also, I accidentally gave the wrong meeting place. So we're live on YouTube.
Are we leaving this link and going on?
Oh, we're staying here. I created a new. I created a new YouTube link and I'm going to email it. I am so sorry, you guys.
It's okay. I'm going to do that now then.
Okay, so you see it and I'm going to send it to your class. And then I got to send this to.
I'm unmuted.
Well, at least I figured this out 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before we started and not, I was like, wait, nobody's coming. Faculty are here, but not students. That's not good. Okay. So give me just a second. Luckily, your okay, let me. Okay. So yes, this is the correct one. So hopefully people will get onto it. Sorry about that. I just sent you guys an updated link. I'm going to send now.
Why do I need to screw that? Well, no, I'm going to do that later.
I'm going to send now to faculty an updated link.
Can you not be private so I can put this on my story?
Okay, let me go back. All right. Okay, so let me put on the updated link. Sorry, guys. Where is my ability to? Oh, I know where it is. Invite.
So Dr. McAllister.
Yes.
Is the Zoom one, was the Zoom one you were resending or the YouTube?
So you guys stay here. It's the YouTube link I just resent. So I moved over here and created a new live stream.
Okay.
And it is going as correct. So, and people are getting onto it. People are getting the information. And so I just sent to faculty the correct link. The group of us as faculty were sitting in the other room. I'm sorry, I did too much at once and I'm actually reusing a link. So at least we figured it out before 6 o'clock started.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you. I'm going to mute myself back again.
okay. 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 Okay.
Thank you, Dr. McAllister, for the link.
Sorry, everybody. Hopefully this is my only tech glitch of the day.
Is the Zoom link the same? I mean, the YouTube?
No, it was different too. So that's right. I didn't send that to faculty. Okay, let me do that right now. Because I just like, okay, I got to send people this now. And okay.
Está en el YouTube. ¿O quieres que lo haga en mi teléfono?
Well, the picture on the YouTube link is better. That's good. And I'm gonna put up again, so in the chat, I put up the YouTube live stream link that is correct. So if you're, send it to somebody, that's the correct one, and it's working. So we've got 30 people on it, so that's great.
Hi, everybody. We're also serious. I mean, we should be smiling and celebrating, right?
That's right.
Dr. Simon.
We are now that you're here.
Oh, you're referring to Nick, Professor Watson?
No,
Oh,
I don't have to reassure him. He already knows I love him.
oh, that must
Thank
be
you.
Tia. Hi,
So
Tia.
happy to celebrate with all of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna just wait a couple more minutes since I did throw everyone for a loop. I apologize. And I'm going to, James, if you don't, or sorry, Dr. Simon, if you don't mind, I'm gonna make you a co-host. So if you don't mind watching and just making sure that if there's anybody in the waiting room, we get them in. I'm watching too, but then 2 of us watching is better than 1 of us watching.
Definitely. I mean,
Okay,
I'll just
perfect.
have to stop watching while I'm speaking, but after that, I will be on it.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. James, if you don't, sorry, Dr. Simon, if you don't mind, I'm gonna make you a co-host. So if you don't mind watching. So somebody's got it on, somebody's watching YouTube at home, so you'll want to, whoever that person is, you probably either want to mute the YouTube or mute themselves.
I think you should mute all of us until it starts.
Watching while I'm speaking, but after that, I will be on it.
Okay,
Perfect,
yes.
perfect.
Here,
Okay,
I'll
is
mute
it-
you guys. Okay, so I'm unmuted still, but I'll just say that I noticed this happened last time too. So if any of you are watching YouTube at home, if somebody's in the room watching YouTube, while you're not muted, while you can hear your voice, please make sure to mute the YouTube because we will hear the YouTube at the same time. And it's on about a 30-second lag. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, so I think we are ready to start. I'm sure we're gonna have a few people come on in. I'll start with a little bit of etiquette. So all of you as students, excuse me, all of you as students, I want you to make sure you put your videos on. When you have your video on, we can see you on the YouTube live stream. If you do not have your video on, they cannot see you on the YouTube live stream. So then all of us as faculty, and once I stop speaking, I will include myself, are gonna take themselves off of video because nobody really wants to see us who's watching on the YouTube live stream. So, but no, we're all here. So, all right, any questions? All right, Mr. Watson, you're not graduating, so I want you to take yourself off of video. He's thinking about it. Okay, thank you very much. All right, welcome everybody. And please, like I said, students, please go ahead and put yourself up on video so you can be seen in the Facebook or the YouTube live stream. Welcome to our commencement. I'm so excited to see you here. I had semi-prepared remarks and then I had to do a bunch of moving us around. So those flew out the window. But what I want to say is I'm so glad to see all of your faces here. I'm so glad to be participating with you here. Some of you I have known since you were undergraduates at CSUSB. Some of you I have, yes, thank you, Tina, I see that. Some of you I have only known briefly because in my last year, I did not teach any of your classes. So but I'm so excited to be here as your director to host this recognition ceremony. and to let you all have a chance to share your love with each other and your friends and family, the people that you care about. So I know this is not what we expected, not what we wanted in terms of a ceremony, because what we wanted to do is see each other in person, right? Yesterday was the day we were supposed to have our poster day, which is accumulation of so many events, and we didn't get to have that. But I hope that you feel like this is a meaningful experience as well. We're going through really tumultuous times, and it's really important that we lean on each other as fellow graduates, as fellow social workers, as people in the world that are fighting the injustices that we see. So I really hope that you stay true to those values as social workers, true to your own values. I'm going to stop now because we have lots to go through today. And I really want to say before I really get started, thank you so much to all of you who contributed to these wonderful videos we're going to be watching together. So they are just so wonderfully done. So I'm gonna close now, and I'm going to start by having Melissa Duchesne, our student speaker, give a few words. So I'm gonna take myself off video. And
We're not replaying the individual slides first.
sure, let's do it that way. Sorry. Oh, okay. I'm going to stop my share because I can't get it to play the music. So actually, Miranda, I'm going to have you go first. I'm sorry, Melissa, I'm going to have you go first, and then I'm going to do the share. Gosh, I'm so like, I'm blushing now. And somehow the YouTube is not still going, but it says it's live. So I'm going to let you go ahead. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me tell my brother to. So it is with great honor that I speak on behalf of my cohort for this unprecedented Zoom hooding ceremony. Well, everyone, the time has come, and as of Friday, we will have officially graduated from this program that we began 2 years ago. I think about this journey that we started together and where we are now. All of the twists and turns that our cohort has endured over this program, including the sleepless nights, what felt like endless assignments, the breakdowns, the hair pulling, the crying, and the disagreements. Some of us lost or had sick loved ones, family members, pets, and friends. Others of us were dealing with our own illnesses and various challenges that life threw at us, including this pandemic that took us out of our classroom environment, and most recently, the Black Lives Matter protests and unrest that is across the country right now. But through it all, we have persevered, and here we are, days away from graduating. Although there is a whole lot of negative things that have transpired throughout our program, what's even more important is the laughter we've had, the friendships we've built, the memories we've made, the education we've received, and our upcoming degrees that we've earned. So give yourself a round of applause for that. I look at our cohort and I could not be more proud to be graduating with a group of people than I am today. Each and every one of us here have brought something of substance to the classroom. It doesn't matter if you were a quiet student, because what that means is that you're an active listener. If you're a talkative student, you're inquisitive and you will not be silenced. When preparing this speech, I considered what some of the students said in our last class on Monday, and I could not agree more with Wendy Ingram when she said, it is no coincidence that we are graduating at this time, because we are the ones who are going to impact the change. No matter what scale we are striving for change, the importance is that we will work to make the world a better place in whatever way we can. It's like Ashley Swatman said, we can get involved in our careers in a truly empowering way. Whether it's on a macro scale, where I see many of my colleagues here in this Zoom chat heading towards, or by having a simple conversation. Ashley Bennett said it best when she said, once you start listening to people, it changes your perspective of what they're saying. You can have more healing conversations with people. The one thing we are fortunate to come out of this program with is the ability to apply the generalist intervention model to any situation. We have the skills and abilities that are only going to grow from here. Dr. Landeskog said that we're always going to keep learning. Each of you are going to bring so much hope to the communities that we'll serve. It makes me excited to see what our futures are going to look like in 5 years from now. On behalf of the Monday, Wednesday daytime cohort, I want to thank each and every faculty member and staff for making our program what it is, for providing the support and reliability to each of their students on a consistent basis. But more specifically, Dr. Simon, because you're the only professor that has been in the classroom with us for the entire duration of our program, it was appropriate to speak directly to you. Over these past 2 years, we have dealt with your mostly horrible, but occasionally funny dad jokes, your excessive assignments and pre-lecture activities, and your mandatory potlucks that never actually happened, which, by the way, you still owe us tiramisu. But all jokes aside, I know that we wouldn't trade it in for the world, because you are one of the most cultured, intelligent, unique, and determined individuals to have ever entered our lives, let alone put up with us for 2 years. One thing about you is that whatever you decide to do in life, you put 100% into it. And that is something that has made each of us admire you. You have so much to teach the world, and I'm grateful that we were able to soak up some of your wisdom over this program. Thank you for everything you've done for us, truly. To Dr. Landeskog, I think it's also appropriate to address you directly as well. It is true how Bennett described you in our last class. You were a bright light in a world of darkness. You consistently amazed us with your generosity, but even more so, if we were to look up those famous 3 social work words in the dictionary, you all know them: genuine, warmth, and empathy. There would be a photo of you, Dr. Landeskog, right next to them, because you're an equal embodiment of all 3. You were there to help students on their research projects, even if they weren't assigned to you, because that shows the type of person you are and the nature of the lengths you will go to see others succeed in life. Thank you for being that social worker that people think of when they think of the word ethical. To my class, thank you for being yourselves and bringing your perspectives and understanding to the table over these past 2 years. Congratulations on all that we have accomplished, because we have truly earned it. Thank you, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Those were really beautiful words. And while you were speaking, I was able to get it together. I think it will now be unmuted, but I really appreciate the time you took to put together your speech. So let me go ahead. I'm going to now start the slides, and I believe this time we will actually be able to hear them. So if they don't, then I may just kick my computer. All right, thank you very much again for all of you to put in the hard work to make those slides possible. It was beautiful. I'd like to now turn it over to our faculty speaker, Dr. James Simon.
Hello, everybody. Give me a second while I get set up, and thank you again for those kind words. They were very meaningful, mean a lot to me, really. So, good evening and welcome to our graduates, families, and friends as we all come together to celebrate the Monday, Wednesday Social Work Cohort 2020. My name is Professor James Simon, and I am honored to give you some opening remarks. Before I continue, let me welcome our friends and families in Spanish. Buenas noches. Mi nombre es James Simon y soy profesor de parte de CSUSB. Les damos la más grata bienvenida a nuestros graduados y a sus familias y amigos que están presentes para celebrar este logro. Todos estamos orgullosos por todo el arduo trabajo que nuestros graduados han desempeñado para alcanzar este objetivo educativo. No traduciré todo lo que voy a decir, pero quería reconocer en español oficialmente a todos los presentes que han y están apoyando a nuestros graduados. Felicidades. This cohort, all of you have a very special place in my heart because I had the pleasure of working with you for the past 2 years and seeing you grow from when you entered the program to your graduation today. First off, congratulations. It is not easy to obtain an MSW, and you've made numerous sacrifices to make this happen. I hope you, your families, and friends are proud of you because of all the work you have put together to accomplish this feat. You have completed numerous papers, an intensive research project, and countless field hours, all while having to also endure the unlimited dad jokes that came your way during my lectures. It wasn't easy. As you take the time to celebrate while respecting social distancing, of course, it is also time to contemplate the changes you're going to have to make in your communities. You are entering the field at a time when COVID-19 has stolen the livelihoods for many people in our communities that were already hurting before the global pandemic. On top of that, people in multiple cities across the US are rioting because of the systemic and structural issues that continue to disenfranchise our communities and families of color. Thus, you have a difficult job ahead of you. You're going to have to engage clients who oftentimes rightfully distrust the systems you will be entering. If you do that right, you will have to connect them to needed resources and help them overcome the multiple obstacles they face. Here are some questions for you to ponder as you move forward. For those of you entering schools, how will you break the school to prison pipeline to ensure that all students have access to an equal education? For those of you entering child protective services, how will you practice differently to ensure that you do not contribute to the disproportionate outcomes of children of color? And for those of you entering healthcare, what kind of changes are you going to make to ensure that all of our clients have access and receive quality healthcare that improves their lives? These are just 3 of many numerous examples in which you are going to have to use your micro, meso, and macro skills as generalist practice social workers to start addressing structural issues that negatively affect your clients' lives. Here's where I will also leave you with some parting wisdom. Number 1, slow down to engage your clients. If you do not fully engage them, you will not be able to partner with them for change. This should be your golden rule of social work. Number 2, if something goes wrong with your clients, do not automatically blame them. This is where you should remember the golden rule of social work again and think about what you can do differently to re-engage them. 3, and I know you've heard me say this a million times, but here it comes again. Do not try to fix everything with therapy. To quote Abraham Maslow, if the only tool you have is a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. Now is the time to change the systems, policies, and practices that disenfranchise our clients. In other words, focus on the upstream causes that both Dr. Davis and Dr. Landeskog have taught you. Last, take care of yourselves so that you are healthy enough to care for others. I wish you all the best of luck and congratulations once again. We are so proud of you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Simon, for those words. And I echo them. I'm so proud of all of you. I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong, this is the time that I'm going to list off names. And I'm going to give each of you about a minute or so to speak to whom you want to speak to. So when I call your name, you're going to go ahead and be hooded. if you have your hood. If you don't, that's okay, no big deal. But then take a little bit of time to thank whomever you want to thank. Okay, are we all ready for this? Okay, I don't see much excitement here. I guess we're not really graduating today. Okay, yeah, okay, people are more excited now. All right, so I'm gonna go by alphabetical order and last name, which means that Kevin Alsina, you're first.
Hello, everybody. I would like to thank the faculty and staff at CSUSB. I would like to thank my mom, my wife, and my family for supporting me, and my cohort. Thank you. That's all I got.
That's plenty, Kevin. That's plenty. That's great. All right, and the person who wins for the best audience, Priscilla Ayala.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to read my dedication for my research project. So I dedicate this project to my entire family for being my source of strength. I would like to dedicate this to my wonderful husband for being incredibly supportive throughout my entire education process and being with me every step of the way with words of love and encouragement. I also dedicate this paper to my mom, who motivated me every day to continue to pursue my goals and is a role model for hard work and dedication. To my dad for all his faith in my work and the incentives to keep me focused. To my nieces and nephews who inspire me every single day and are my motivation. And to my siblings and all my friends who cheered me on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priscilla. Next, we have one of our MSW honor students and a student who won 3rd place in the most relevant topic with the research project, Social Workers' Knowledge and Experience Working with Mixed Race Youth and Families. My dear Miss Ashley Bennett. All right, I'm just gonna tell you, turn it the other way. Turn it the other way. So there we go, there we go. The black part of it should be on the bottom.
Also, Ashley, we can't hear you.
Yes, you gotta unmute yourself too.
But congratulations.
Sorry, I thought sorry, I thought you were gonna unmute me. Okay, almost there. While they're doing that, I would just want to say thank you to all of my friends and family who have been there with me throughout this journey. I want to thank my research partner, Melissa. I couldn't have got through this program without you. And I love you so much. And I want to thank my dream team for being there for me and being that shoulder to cry on, staying up late nights, doing crazy amounts of homework. And I want to thank my church family. Thank you for praying for me. And lastly, I want to thank my cohort. You guys have been amazing. And I just want to say I love the diversity in our group. I can't wait to see where you guys all end up and where your career is going to take you. I love you all. God bless.
Thank you so much. Okay, our next student is Stephen Burwell. Is he here? Okay, I don't see somebody stepping forward. Somebody gonna step forward and tell me he's not here. Is that correct? Okay, so next student is Zulima Carrillo.
Okay, mine's pretty short also. I just want to start off by thanking my professors, Dr. Niaskog and Dr. Simon. Thank you so much for your motivational words, words of encouragement. And also, I want to apologize ahead of time for those who won't be able to understand me, but I want my family to be able to understand me, so I'm going to be speaking in Spanish. So I want to thank my mom and dad. So, Ama, Papa, muchas gracias por la oportunidad que me dieron. I'm really getting emotional. Gracias por darme la oportunidad que ustedes nunca tuvieron. Y los quiero mucho. To my sisters as well, I like to thank them. Alina, Cynthia, Neira, Abel, gracias por estar conmigo también y apoyarme mucho. Y a toda mi familia en México, muchas gracias por todo su apoyo. Thank you.
Congratulations. Our next student is Elizabeth Casas Valdovinos. And you're gonna have to unmute yourself.
Hi, everyone. So I would like to start off by thanking Jesus for making this day possible. I feel truly blessed. Gracias a mis padres por su amor,